All right. So I'm so honored today to have my friend and my co-host from our other podcast, the LDS Good Vibes, President Kim Antinor Cruz, a former mission president of the Cagayan de Oro mission. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you, John. Well, thank you for making me part of this podcast.
All right. For those who may not know you, would you please introduce yourself briefly? Probably where you were born, raised, and your family and your leadership callings.
Well, I was born in Cebu,
Okay.
and then my dad is from Bacolod actually, and my mom is from Dumaguete, from Tanhay, from Negros Oriental. They met in Cebu because they were both working there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was born there, but we moved to Manila. My father was reassigned. My father was a ano parang med rep ang father.
Okay.
So he was reassigned in Manila. So when I was 7 years old, we moved to Manila.
Okay.
But we went back to Negros Oriental and we stayed in Tanhay and then later on in Dumaguete. So I finished my high school in Tanhay uh, and then college studied in Siliman. So Tagalog talaga kami and then I
Mm-hmm.
learned Bisaya.
Okay.
So 6 years kami doon and then we returned here. Sa Manila na kami based lahat.
Mm-hmm.
Except for my younger sister who is in California, si Birdie, but the rest siblings are here, all five of us, scattered
So
all over Metro
so
Manila.
so when you move up to Manila, di na kayo bumalik sa ano sa Tanhay or sa Dumaguete.
Hindi na. Tapos we
Mm.
maintain our home here, our house dito sa Manila.
Okay.
So, ang mother, father ko were pabalik-balik and then every summer we would come to Manila for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So in connection namin with Manila Saints and with Manila Saints during the time, ano pa rin, meron pa rin kami connection with our friends. So, tapos, as callings, naging, alam mo naman, every leader, gusto nila, yung proud sila na most love nila, nating calling is when we were a bishop Alam mo naman, Jong, di ba?
Yes, yeah.
Yan ang most love calling natin ng bishop tayo. And then I was also called as a stake president. After that, I was called as a MTC branch president.
Okay.
And then from MTC, doon ako natawag as, tawag nila ngayon, mission leader na pero during our time, mission president.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos I returned during pandemic, tinawag ulit ako sa MTC during
Okay.
as branch president. So, of course, I started as a primary teacher.
All right.
I was baptized when I was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And to announce to everybody, I'm already 63.
Okay. So, no more secret, huh?
No secrets.
All
Sana,
right. Okay,
okay.
so let's move ahead. My first question is, what counsel from church leaders stayed with you throughout your presidency or, I mean, throughout your leadership callings, especially as mission president?
What council?
Yeah, any counsel from your file leaders that still stick today until today? It's okay. Take time. No problem.
It's that the church should be really about Jesus Christ. So, as a leader, dapat hindi tayo wala sa focus natin na it's His church. Simbahan niya to no? Of course, and ang ano natin, ang dito sa earth, ang main goal natin, or one of the, na hopefully, as we are members of the church, we become Christ-like.
Mhm.
And eventually, live in celestial kingdom. So, ang counsel ko is, wag maalis sa focus na yan. But sometimes it's difficult, di ba?
Yes.
Maraming layers of ang pagiging member ng church. May mga, if you're a leader, you will have programs to implement.
Mhm.
Mayroong attendance to maintain na dapat marami.
Mhm.
Sa akin, dapat kasi merong good attendance. Come unto Christ, di ba? So,
Yes.
isa yun. But kung ang talaga, bottom line, sana lahat tayo maging Christ-like. So sa leadership, yun nga, nabanggit natin doon sa isa nating podcast, Christ-like leadership, di ba?
Okay.
Pero malalim yan, mahirap talaga. Mahirap, pero pwedeng gawin.
Okay.
We can be leaders in the church for many years. But at the end, hindi pa tayo converted to be really Christ-like. Kasi conversion is becoming Christ-like.
Mhm. Yes.
Conversion is lifelong process. Diba? So, si Peter nga, as I cited in one of nag-testimony ako sa sacrament meeting namin. Si Peter was told by Jesus Christ, when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren.
Yes.
It was a surprising, for some Bible scholars, surprising statement.
Declaration. Yeah.
Kasi yung sinabi ni Jesus Christ yun at the time that malapit na mag-conclude yung ministry niya.
Mhm.
Ibig sabihin, 3 years na kasama ni Peter si Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
So, he saw miracles. Si Peter, he saw miracles, heard sermons, no other than by Jesus Christ himself, no?
Okay.
And then, kilala niya talaga si Jesus. Yet, sinabihan pa siya, when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. But Peter was blessed to become the first president of his church,
Mhm.
his church. So, Peter was really doing good as an apostle.
Yes. Okay,
Alongside
so
Lina kasi, ikaw naging ka rin, I was a bishop twice ako naging bishop, branch president, and
mhm.
so mga ilan yun, mga 5 years, 7 years, no? And then, stake president for 9 years.
Mhm.
So,
It's a long time.
16 years na si Rina was supporting me, sustaining me. He was really quiet, ganon, and then she was in the background really quiet, just tending to our children, no?
Mhm.
And then, though I know that my wife, very smart yan, very
Mhm.
intelligent Rina, talented, spiritually sound, knows the doctrine, pero support lang siya, background lang,
Mhm.
for 16 years. So when we were called as mission leaders, she was also sustained.
Mhm.
She was also set apart
Yes, as your partner.
as partner. So doon talaga rin siya. She really did her duty as a set apart mission leader. She
Mhm.
ministered sa minsan nga pagka mga letters ko from missionaries, yung mga sinasabi ni Rinang kinukute.
Mhm.
Sinasabi, oy, mas marami kang mention sa mga letters.
Mention sa'yo. Mas maraming shoutout sa kanya kaysa iyo.
Nagtatapos kami, ganun. Tapos, she was loved by the missionary. Parang nanay din siya, no?
Okay.
Pero, we were told by a leader, sabi niya, you're not their parents or their grandparents. You're mission. You have to
Okay.
be leader. Pero, Jong, ang problema lang kay Rina nung time na yon, nauubusan ako ng oras pag may speaking engagement kami sa conference. Siya lagi unang speaker eh.
Oo.
Conclusion ako, wala na, ubos yung oras sa akin pagka ganon.
Sustain ka din yan.
Tapos pagka meron kaming mga mission leadership training, nagtatawanan nga yung mga missionaries eh. Or mga zone conference eh. Our concluding speaker is President Antonio Cruz, our workshop. Mag-workshop ako. Before we close, is there anything, meron ba kayong comment? Magre-raise ang hand si Rina eh.
Siya mismo ha.
Sabi ko, kinunclude ko na eh. Magsasalita ka pa ba? Tapos magtatawanan yung mga missionaries. Sige na nga, magsalita ka na. Salita si Rina, tama naman eh.
Tama. All right, so
I really enjoyed working alongside with my wife.
Okay, good. Very good. Now, for my final question. What counsel would you offer to your returned missionaries or their parents?
Okay. Before yung mga missionaries, they go home on their last night. May mga counseling yan eh. Di ba? May mga interviews yan. Ang una kong sinasabi is when you go home, ang una mong gagawin is hug your mother and father.
Mm-hmm.
Make them feel that you miss them. Make them feel that you're grateful to them.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi may mga missionaries, mga returned missionaries na when they go home, very eager sila to say na, I've learned so much from my mission leader, from the mission, from leaders there, and these are my plans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get married.
Right away.
Right away. Sometimes it's all about them.
Yeah.
But you first hug your parents. No? They missed you. You let them feel that you're grateful and you miss them.
Mm-hmm.
For some missionaries whose parents are not members, do not try to convert them or teach them. Halika dad, pa, dami ko na turuan kita. Diba?
Yes.
So, let them be the father pa rin. Maski return missionary ka, you think that you know life after 2 years, you don't. He's still your father and she is still your mother. So go easy on your parents, no? And by not telling your story, missionary stories, they will know they will feel if you've changed, no?
Yes.
Tapos ang akin kasi, I feel safe. Maski medyo challenging pa na missionary yan sa mission. Sabi natin, during the time we say na hindi siya obedient, no?
Mm-hmm.
He was struggling, But when I know that he is holding a temple recommend, he is a current temple recommend holder.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I feel happy and I feel not worried for that returned missionary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very happy, naman I'm working sa temple every Tuesday when I meet missionaries in the temple, my returned missionaries. Kasi tinuturo namin, now that you're going to conclude your mission, it's come from getting off from the mountain of missionary work to another mountain. It is the mountain of the house of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? So you're going to another mountain, embarking, and so be a current temple recommend holder.
All right.
Now for parents, for having a returned missionary, don't expect so much. Sometimes missionary, ang phrase na ng parents, RM ka pa naman. They are still bound to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And you're still their mom and dad. Maski na naging assistant to the mission president yan, naging zone leader yan. You know, you are still their parents, no?
Yes.
But when they make a decision to marry in the temple, no matter anong weakness ng ano mo, sabi mo, hindi marunong maglinis ng kwarto yan. Now he's going to get married. Walang decision na mali when you get married in a temple. Only when you're unworthy getting married in a temple. But when you're worthy, you know, you ano, yan ang pinaka tamang decision na gagawin mo after being a returned missionary.
Missionaries, yeah.
Diba? Na getting married in a temple. And don't worry, if you're a mother or a father of a returned missionary and suddenly decides to marry in the temple, that's probably the most correct. The timing may not be right sa atin, no? Sa ating feeling as parents. Huwag ngayon, pero you know, we have taught them during their growing days to be married in the temple. Now ngayon they come to us telling us they're going to marry in the temple. That's na magpapanik tayo.
Panig tayo.
Panic tayo. So yun sa tingin ko na you're still there, returned missionary na yan, pero they still need your guidance and you know, understanding as a returned missionary. What matters is how we respond to them.
Okay.
Continuously ministering them, loving them, teaching them, and then when they return, they don't need to be baptized anymore. No? Kaya teach repentance and baptize converts is a very important focus that missionary has to have. And this is all about to glorify our Lord Jesus Christ. No?
Good
So
job.
marami pa sabihin, pero siguro yung time is not enough for me to say all the things I want to share with you. So,
All right. Thank you, President Kim.
thank you, John.
All right. Bye-bye. See you soon.
See you soon, John.